see what is the next sum. First write down the numerator and denominator form, which is minus 150 divided by minus 25. Now what do we have over here? We have to check whether in denominator we have minus sign or no. But in numerator also we have minus sign. So minus minus, what will happen? It will get cancelled and we will always get plus. So 150 divided by 25. Okay, now you can do the division. So like I have told you, you can first try the table of 25 and see whether 150 comes in the table of 25 or no. Or you can always use this trick. 0 and 5 comes in which table? 5's table. So we can always find out 25 as well as 150 in one common table, which is 5 table. So we'll do that. First we'll find out for numerator, that is 150. 150 comes in 5's table. So write down 5 into, first we'll take 1 will not come in 5's table, so we'll take 15. So does 15 comes in 5 table? Yes, 5 3s are 15. Okay, so nothing remains because from 15 all 15 we have taken. Now this 0 is remaining, so 0 does not come in 5's table, so we cannot just cancel this 0. So that's why we have to write down, we have to carry this 0 in the answer. So in place of 150 we can write down 5 into 30. Okay, let us check for 25. 5 into 5, what is our 25? 5 5s are 25. So in place of 150 we can write down 5 into 30. In place of 25 we can write down 5 into 5. So in place of 150 I'll write down 5 into 30, and in place of 25 I can write down 5 into 5. Now which one number is common in numerator and denominator? It is 5. So 5 5, 1 number I'll cancel from numerator and denominator. Now what I will get? I'll get 30 upon 5. Again you have to check whether both this number come in one table or no. So 30 also comes in 5's table and 5 also comes in 5's table. Okay, so first write for denominator, and it comes in 5's table. So 30, 5 what's are 30? 5 6 are 30, and 5 1s are 5. So in place of 30 I can write down 5 into 6, this. And in place of 5 what will I write down? 5 into 1, 5 1s are 5. Now what is the again common number? 5. So 5 5 I'll get cancel. What will remain? 6 upon 1. So whenever there is one number 1 in the denominator, we can always write down just the numerator, which is 6. So the answer is 6. This was 6th sum. Let us solve. That was 6th sum, yeah. Let us solve next sum. 9 divided by minus 54. So first thing, how you have to write down? 9 upon minus 54. Then second thing you have to do is check whether numerator has negative sign. Yes, it does have negative sign. So you have to pass it in the numerator. So it will be minus 9 upon 54. Now you have to check whether 9 as well as 54 come in one common table or no. Yes, it comes in 9's table. So 9 1s are 9. You can see here 9 1s are 9. Then 9 2s are 18. 9 3s are 24. 9 4s are 9 3s are 27. Sorry. 9 4s are 36. 9 5s are 45. 9 6 are 50. Sorry. 9 6 are 54. Okay, so in place of 9, I can write down 9 1s are 9. Minus sign you keep as it is. 9 ones are 9. And in place of 54, what should I write down? 9 6 are. Now 9 and 9 is common in numerator as well as denominator. So I'll cancel 9. And what will I get? Write down the remaining part. Minus 1 upon 6. Whenever 1 is there in the numerator, you cannot cancel that 1. So the answer will remain as it is. Minus 1 upon 6. Let us solve next sum. 78 divided by 65. Write down in the numerator and denominator form. 78 divided by 65. Now you have to check whether both these numbers come in one common table or no. So it comes in 13's table. So if you know the tables very well, you can check 13 ones are 13, 13 twos are 26, 13 threes are 39, 13 fours are 54. See, 13 fives are 65, which is the denominator number, and 13 six are 78. So both numbers are there in 13's table. That is one common table. So next step we can write down. In numerator there is 78. So in place of 78, what will I write down? 13 into 6. So write down 13 into 6. And in denominator we have 65. So in place of 65, I'll write down 13 into 5. So now 13 and 13 is common in numerator and denominator. Again I'll cancel and I'll write the remaining numbers, which is 6 upon 5. Here there was no negative sign, that's why there is no negative sign in the answer. Okay. Now the last sum, which is minus 5 divided by minus 315. So first we'll write down in the form of numerator and denominator. Now next thing, what do we have to do? There is minus and minus sign in numerator and denominator. So we can cancel. And we always get, when minus minus is there, we get plus answer. 5 upon 315. Now what do we have to do? We have to check whether 5 as well as 315 come in one table or no. So 315 has last number as 5. So it definitely comes in 5's table, and 5 comes in itself table also. So let us find out 315 comes in 5's table or no. So write down 5. First take 3. So 3 does not come in 5's table because 3 is smaller than 5. So whenever we have lesser number than 5, take second number with it, 31. So first we'll take 31. So does 31 come in 5's table? No. So we have to take a number which is less than 31. So 30 comes in 5's table. So write down 5, 6 are 30. Okay, so from 31, if we take 30, what will remain? From 31, if we take 31 is remaining. So we carry that 1 towards 5. So we have 1 and 5. So this is 5 which was there, and 1 which is carried from 31, we give it to 5. So 1 and 5 remains. So 15 comes in 5's table. So 5 3s are 50. So 5 into 63 is equal to 315. Okay. So in place of 5, which is there in the numerator, we can write down 5 into 1. And in place of 315, we can write down 5 into 63. So now we can see 5 and 5 are common. So we can cut it. And the remaining answer is 1 upon 63. So this is the final answer. So this is how you solve the sums of division. I know they are little bit difficult, but if you keep on practicing, you are going to understand this sum and it is going to be very easy.